Okay, today we started chapter 6-5. That's factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. That means there is a coefficient in front of the x squared. So here are the steps for factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, step 1, you have to see if there's a greatest common factor, and you need to pull that out first. Step 2, if there are two terms, you need to check to see if it's a difference of squares. And if it's not, you're done. Okay, step 3, if there's three terms, then you need to do a diamond problem. Step 4, if it's three terms with a coefficient, that means a number in front of the x squared, then you're going to have to do a diamond and a box. Example 1, 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. First we look to see if there's a greatest common factor. Is there a number or a letter that can be pulled out of all three terms? There isn't. It's not two terms, so it can't be a difference of squares. We're going to skip step 3 because there's already a number in front of the x squared, or a coefficient in front of the x squared. So we're going to do step 4, which is a diamond and a box. So you're going to do the diamond. Take the first number times the last number, 3 times 2. That's 6. And the middle number is 5. So you're going to figure out what two numbers multiply to 6 and add up to 5. That would be 3 and 2. Okay, now you're going to make a box. Okay, the first term, 3x squared, goes in here. The last term goes in the bottom right. And these two side numbers are going to be the diagonals. So 3x and 2x. And the order doesn't matter. Now if we added these up, you'd get 3x squared plus 5x plus 2, which is what we have as the problem. So we have the sum, and now we're looking for the product. So you're finding two numbers, or whatever, that multiplies to 3x squared. That would be 3x times x is 3x squared. And then 3x times what number here would give me 3x? That would be 1. And x times what number would give me 2x? That would be 2. So now we have our product. It's x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. And then, you need to double check. So x times 3x is 3x squared. 1 times 3x is 3x. X times 2 is 2x. 1 times 2 is 2. That gives me 3x squared plus 5x plus 2, which is the problem that we had. Okay, so now we have the sum and the product. Okay, example 2, 6x squared plus 7x plus 2. Excuse me, you're going to do a diamond first. First times last, 6 times 2 is 12. Middle number goes here, 7. What two numbers multiply to 12 and add up to 7? That would be 3 times 4. Okay, then you're going to do a box. The first term, 6x squared, goes in the top left. The last term, 2, goes there, which is the bottom right. And then 3x and 4x. Okay, now, what two numbers multiply to give us 6x squared? That would be 3x and 2x. The 3x could not go here. It has to go here, because it can go into the 3x across the way. And this is 2x, because that can go into the 4. Okay, so 3x times what number gives me 3x? That's 1. 2x times what number gives me 4x? That's 2. So my product is 2x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. Okay, example 3. Here's 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. Okay, you're going to do a diamond. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. Has to add up to 5. Okay, those two numbers would be positive 8 and negative 3. Okay, then you're going to do a box. The first term, 2x squared, goes on the top left. The last term, negative 12, goes on the bottom right. The diagonals are 8x and negative 3x. Okay, so how do we get 2x squared? That's 2x times x. 2x times 4 gives us the 8x. X times negative 3 gives us a negative 3x. Okay, you double check. 2x times x is 2x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. And that adds up to 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. Okay, so our product is x plus 4 times 2x minus 3. Order doesn't matter. Example 4 is 8m squared plus 8m minus 6. Now in this problem there is a greatest common factor that you can pull out of all three terms, and that would be 2. So 2 goes into 8m squared, 4m squared, 2 goes into 8m, 4m, and 2 goes into negative 6, negative 3. Okay, then you're going to do the diamond just for the inside part. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Has to add up to 4. Okay, so that would be 6 and negative 2. Okay, then you're going to do the box. 4m squared goes in the top left. Negative 3 goes in the bottom right. Okay, then we have 6x and negative 2x. Okay, how do we get 4m squared? Oops, I changed letters. Okay, how do we get 4m squared? That's 2m and 2m. 2 times 3. 2m times 3 gives me the 6m. 2m times negative 1 gives me the negative 2m. Okay, and don't forget there's still the 2 that's outside of there. So that needs to be in your answer. So 2, then parentheses, 2m plus 3, 2m minus 1.